First of all, apologies for this episode being late. We had a few technical issues, so we couldn't upload it at the correct time. Did give you a couple more days to get your entries in though, so hopefully you took advantage of that. In the Prediction League leaderboard, after 13 games, Stafford Bantams still in the lead. UJAS moves up 3 places into second though. Still quite tight all around though. Remember, the link to the next entry thread is always in the description, and if you haven't already taken part, there's instructions how to do so in the description also. It's free to enter, you just need to create a form account, so why not give it a go. And with that, let's roll the titles. Welcome to Valley Parade for game week 14 of Skybet League 2. We are playing Crawley Town. We are first in the table and they're 7th, so we should win this one, but it's going to be a tough match, especially as their recent form has been inconsistent and ours has been excellent. While we are missing Ben Richards Everton, they're missing 3 of their first team. Before we look at today's lineups and get into the game, let's have a look at what's happened during the week. The first bit of news is we got the team of the week announced. With our current form, we would have expected a few more players in the team of the week, but Donaldson does make it once again. That's about 3 weeks in a row, I think. He has been in great form though. Then we got the good news that Jake Reeves to finish his rehabilitation. As soon as he build up that physical condition and certainly the match sharpness, to aid with that, we're going to make him available for the under 18s until he's match fit. I think we'll let him play, should be 45 or 60 minutes a match. Let's go 60. Next up, we lost Ismail for 1 to 2 days with bruised shin. He's picking up a lot of these small injuries. Nothing keeps him out long term or even makes him miss matches, but enough that his match fitness is never quite good enough. So he's never going to get a chance even if I wanted to use him. So now we've caught up, let's have a look at today's lineup. We've got McGee in goal, Mellor, O'Connor, Powdy and Wood in defence, Pritchard and Cook in midfield, DeVitt and Middleton on the wing, McCartan and Donaldson up top. On the bench we've got O'Donnell, Henley, Staunton. Then we've got Reeves, he comes in. Hopefully we can afford to give him 20 minutes at the end to get some match fitness in. Then we've got Guthrie, Connolly and Novak. Now for team talk, let's go with calm and we'll do with favourites for a reason. Go and make sure left in no doubt as to why. Hasn't really done any benefit. Then go passionate and I have faith. And I'll do it for all 3 positions on the pitch, I think. Early chance here. Mellor of the throw. Finds Pritchard. Pritchard drives forward. Gets into the box and shoots. Doesn't get the power behind his shot though. Another throw in on the right. Donaldson nods it on. McCartan scores. No, it's been disallowed. Was he offside? Let's have a look on the replay. So, good long throw by Mellor. Donaldson heads on. Oh, McCartan is miles off. Don't know how he got so far off. We started well, but since disallowed goal, it's been all Crawley, but can this throwing do anything? O'Connor. His head is just wide. O'Connor with the free kick. Finds Mellor, who plays it inside to Pritchard. Pritchard looks up and tries to find DeVitt, but it's a poor ball. And then they can break. But that's another poor ball by them. Pritchard finds DeVitt. DeVitt's in space. DeVitt shoots. Keeper tips over the bar. Ex-Man United youngster Van Velsen drives into space. And he keeps going. And no one's closing him down. Mellor goes with him and does well to block it. And then gets the ball away. Ball for a free kick for Crawley. And finds Tunnicliffe. Tunnicliffe can't keep his head down though. Mellor for a free kick on the halfway line. Loops it over the top and finds DeVitt. DeVitt's got space. DeVitt shoots. It hits the post of McCartan. McCartan hits the rebound. And it's 1-0. It's his 4th goal of the season. Good vision here by Mellor, and actually a good run by DeVitt. If he'd looked up, he could have maybe crossed it to Donaldson here, who's got some space, but he doesn't. Keeper actually saves it. It wasn't the post. Falls to McCartan. McCartan slots it home. Not sure he deserved to lead because despite Crawley not having any real shots, they've been the better team. Woodman gets the ball in centre of the pitch. Sprays out wide of Van Velsen. Van Velsen runs at Mellor. Mellor dives in with a rash tackle and Van Velsen beats him, but Palmer heads it over the bar. O'Connor plays it to Powdy, who plays it back to O'Connor, who switches out DeVitt on the wing. DeVitt plays it to Pritchard. Pritchard sees Mellor making a good run down the wing. Mellor beats his man, crosses, Donaldson 6 yards out, and he heads up the bar. He needs to do better than that. Trying to hit with the free kick. Plays out to Lubala. Lubala heads it into Palmer, and Palmer finds Lubala again, and he crosses, and finds a good cross, and Gregor Cox equalises for him. While we've restricted their chances, I have to say, it's they deserve it on the balance of play. They've been the better team. I'm not happy with my team's positioning here for this free kick. First of all, we have 2 defenders marking 1 player here. Next up, Powdy's way too far away from his man. Look at that gap. Which of course would have to tuck in, which leaves the gap to the winger to Bar. And then Melo on the other side is also tucked in, which is leaving a massive gap as well. And that leaves us way too open. They can either play it in here, into this gap, or they can play it over the top to the central striker, or they can even switch out to this other wing and play it in that space for him to run into. See, he chooses the right wing option, who knocks it into then Palmer, who then gets back to Lubala. Lubala's a good cross, and it's a nice header. But if we watch it at this point, we've got 2 men on him, because O'Connor gets dragged out a little bit, but Mella should have it covered, but he's moved across too much, and just lets him drop off the back of him, and gives him an easy header home. Mella now with the throw. Finds Pritchard. He's got a bit of space to run into. Beats his man quite well there and smashes it home. Brilliant goal. As the text commentary indicates, that has to be one of the goals of the season. As you can see, Pritchard has found plenty of space here. It's a bit dangerous. I don't know why they dropped off so much from him. The defender tries to get tackling but misses it completely, and then Pritchard just smashes it into the top corner. That is brilliant. Palm comes deep to collect the ball. Switches out to Lubala. Lubala tries to cross but it's blocked. Duquie Cogley picks up the loose ball, crosses, and Van Velzen heads it straight at McGee. Wood with the throw. Goes long into the box. Palmer deals with it. DeVitt! Oh, loops over the top of the bar. Unlucky there. It was half time. Shots wise, we look to be in control, although Crawley have come back into it towards the end on the shots. However, they've got more possession than us. Their passing is better, their tackling is better, their heading is better, and they just had better control in general. We're kind of lucky to be in the lead. Connor Wood highlights that 42% pass completion, which is awful. I even think Cook's been missing a fair few. I tend to go critical with the team talk, but they often don't perform in the second half. I did that, so let's go passionate. And I'll go happy so far. We are in the lead, so hopefully that's okay. But for each of these, certainly for defence, I think I'm going to go with passionate, and they weren't that bad, but there's more to come from you. And I'll do the same with midfield and the same with the attack. Doherty with the corner. Whips it in. Graham Cox heads it on the underside of the bar, and Donaldson hacks it clear. Got lucky there. Miller picks up the ball, cuts inside and drives forward. Looks up, finds DeVitt on the wing. DeVitt hits it first time and Donaldson heads the ball, but he can't direct it past the keeper. Powdy wins the header. It falls to DeVitt. DeVitt cuts inside, finds Donaldson well. Donaldson looks up, plays it to Pritchard, who finds DeVitt. DeVitt back heels it into McCartan. McCartan just wide. Clever play by DeVitt there. Camera's on the ball. Plays it to Gregor Cox, who plays it back to Camera. Camera crosses. Palmer's found space, but he heads it past the post. Doherty throws to the Camera. Camera finds Van Velzen. Van Velzen's crossed Palmer for space again, but he can't hit the target. Making it much tighter with Palmer. Van Velzen drives forward. Keeps going at the defence and shoots. And he pulls it wide. Ambitious, but we should have closed him down quicker. 12 minutes left, and I think I'm going to make a change. I'm going to take Donaldson off, who's not playing that great this game. And I think we'll bring on Reeves. And then we'll play him in the centre here. Well, I will when it actually drags in the right place. And again, come on. You're going to go in the right place here. And there we go. And I'll play him as a box-to-box midfielder. That just gives a bit more security in the centre. Lubala with the free kick. And it gets whipped in. And again, Palmer gets above the defenders. It heads it straight to the goalkeeper, though. Corner coming in from Middleton here. Headed out by Dallison. Only as far as Wood, though. Wood plays in Middleton. Middleton back to Wood. Wood plays it out to Powdy. Powdy spreads it out to O'Connor. O'Connor then to Mella. Mella goes past his man. Shoots. Oh, what a goal. I didn't think he was going to do that. I was expecting maybe try and cross. You certainly don't expect a fullback to score a goal like that. So Wood could have played it forward to Middleton, but doesn't place it back to Powdy. Powdy plays it across to O'Connor. O'Connor then plays it to Mella. It doesn't look like he could do much, but drops his shoulder, beats the man, and then just fires it into top corner. That is a world-class finish. With the wind sewn up, let's take off Mella, give Henry some minutes, and let Mella get the applause off the pitch. And we'll probably also bring on the third sub, which will be Middleton for Conley, and then we'll swap Conley and DeVitt around. DeVitt with a free kick, puts it in. Cook, he was in acres and there's plenty of time, and puts it over the bar. Palmer on the edge of the box, finds Lubala. The batter puts it Gregor Cox. Pulls it into Nathaniel George. It's blocked, but only goes as far as back as Camera. Camera's good shot. Keeper powers it, and from a tight angle, the batter drills it into McGee's hands. Throw in from Wood. Cleared by Dallison, and then hoofed upfield, and the ref blows the full-time whistle. So team talk-wise, we're going to stick on calm, and we're going to go with, well done, lads. That was a good win for us because we were good in the second half. As for the stats-wise, second half we were much better. We had more shots than them, more possession, better passing. But they had more tackles and they had more headers, but it was still better all round. Mellor was our best player on 8.9. Glenn Milton struggled, got 0 crosses in, which is a problem for our wingers. It has been all season. Look how many yellow cards though Crawley got, a bit of a dirty sight. Mellor actually, considering he usually makes 2, 3, 4, 5 mistakes, one was actually pretty good, especially when he had a chance created, 2 key passes, an assist and a goal. Apart from McCartan's goal, our strikers are a bit non-existent though. They need to do better in future games. So with the other results in the league, Cambridge United beat Exeter 1-0. They move up to 9th place. Colchester beat Morecambe 1-0. They're in 5th. Crewe beat Swindon 3-1, which dents Swindon's promotion push. Forest Green in 2nd place won 3-1 against Mansfield. Grimsby Town won 1-0 against Leyton Orient. Newport County lost to an injury time goal against Scunthorpe 2-3. In fact, Newport scored one first in injury time, looked to get the draw, and then Scunthorpe hit straight back. Northampton beat Salford 1-0. Oldham Maxfield drew 0-0. Plymouth and Carlisle drew 0-0. And Port Vale got a win 3-1 against Stevenage. They've actually gone on a good run of form recently. It's their 2nd win of the season. And Walsall lost 4-1 to Cheltenham, who move up to 4th place. As already mentioned, our next match is against Port Vale. We are at home. That will take place on Thursday, the 23rd of April, 2020 at 8 p.m. BST. As always, the link to the entry thread for the next match is in the description below, as is the instructions how to play if you haven't taken part already. Still plenty of time to do so. Just have a read of that and then go to the entry thread and enter. It's free to play. Anyway, if you could like and subscribe, that would be appreciated. And we'll see you next time.